So, Max Melanson and Robbie Sweeney, thanks very much for joining us today. Originally, we started these player interviews off the back of last year when we had a big squad change and we got moved into the Midland League, and we realised as a club that sort of interaction between the supporters and the players wasn't there because everyone was new. So we started this process, and then obviously after the relegation, the squad changed again. So this is why we're doing them. So thanks very much for this. I know these are quite popular with the fans as well, so it's good for them to get to know you guys as well. So we'll start with you, Max. Is Max all right? Do you have nicknames or what other guys? What do people call you?
Max or Mel, yeah, whatever really.
Yeah. Robbie?
I've just always been known as Sweeney, I think.
Sweeney?
Yeah, I've never really been called by my first name. It's always just been Sweeney every club I've been at. Yeah.
All right. I'll mention it to some of you, because you've got quite a deep fan base within our wider fan base as well, so at least they'll know now, just refer to you by your surname. So, Max, this is your second spell at Dereham Town. For those who weren't supporters or associated with the club on your first spell, just a little bit about where you've played before, how you got to this position, and what position you are on the field and how you like to play the game.
Yeah, so obviously when I was younger, I had a little bit floated around the programme for a little while, and then obviously just non-league really then. So I played for Stowe with Sweeney and Toasty, and had a spell at Thetford a few times for a few years, quite good spell there and stuff. And yeah, so just a couple of teams non-league and that, and yeah, play central midfield, anywhere in midfield, really comfortable, and that's it.
So we actually had a Yeovil Town supporter who recognised you, I think.
Yeah.
Was that part of your programme experience? You went down to the West Country?
Yeah, it was that's a couple of years spent at Yeovil and that, but it's not often you see Yeovil fans up this way at all. Don't see many Yeovil fans at all, to be honest, but yeah. But yes, I've done a couple of years down in Yeovil, and yeah, good experience.
I think he recognised your name more than your face. You probably changed a little bit since how long ago that was, but but it's always nice to meet people who recognise you as well,
definitely.
isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's a good time of my life. So it was good memories, good experiences, and yeah, it's quite unusual to meet people up this way that are Yeovil fans that do remember you. So.
Well, we've got a fan base that covers pretty much all the country, really. We're quite lucky like that. A lot of people move to Dereham when they retire or for work and stuff like that. So there's a huge amount of national coverage amongst our fan base, which is good. So it's good that you got recognised. Yeah. I remember a little bit about when you were here the first time. You played a mixture of first team and reserve games at that time, didn't you? Mm-hmm. And your name was on the score sheet quite a lot. And now I didn't see much of the reserve games at the time, but when you came back, I sort of thought, well, he must be a goal scorer or a forward player. But you say you're a central midfielder now. Is that something you've sort of evolved into with age, or did you start as an attacking player?
Yeah, no, I've always played central midfield anywhere in 4, 8 or 10 really. I'm quite comfortable playing. I've always scored quite a few goals over the years, but it seems as I've got older I have dropped a bit further back down the pitch. But I mean, I scored a couple here, and I've had a good couple of years at Thetford. I scored quite a few goals. Yeah. So I've always scored goals. I've always kind of tried to hit double figures. What I set myself as a target. Mm-hmm. Obviously, the older I've got, I kind of dropped a bit deeper into like a ball playing more midfielder rather than a goal scoring midfielder. But I'm happy playing anywhere. I'm happy playing anywhere in midfield, doing a job for the team, really.
The fans have noticed that as well. You seem to be really comfortable with the ball at your feet. You want the ball to come to you. You're more interested in having the ball than looking to work off the ball. That's not a bad thing. We have to have technical players in the team as well.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like my best game is with the ball at my feet, where I can dictate the play a bit more, the pace of the game, or passing. Definitely different ranges of passing. I kind of feel that's probably my strongest attribute I've got is my passing and my composure on the ball, and the way I like to dictate the play. And I feel like I can get the best of people around me as well if I can. Yeah,
and you're a tough guy to get past as well, aren't you? You're obviously bigger than a lot of the other guys in our midfield, aren't you?
So I'd offer something maybe a bit different to everyone else in midfield. Obviously there's other attributes that I lack that other people in midfield have got over me. Do you know what I mean? But so I think my strengths are what you play to, innit? So I kind of feel like that's what I've always done. Yeah.
And Robbie, same. What was your background in playing football before you got to here? The clubs you played for?
Yeah, similar to Max really. From a young age, sort of in and around that professional environment, through like Norwich academies for the years, and then went on to Stevenage at more of like a 19-20. Done that for 2 years, and then it's been non-league since. Just like Wroxham, Stowe, and then Galston and here. So four really good stints at all the clubs. Nothing bad to say about any of them. Really good times at every club. So it's been really enjoyable. Complete different experience to when you're a kid coming through, that professional environment to non-league. But I've loved it.
Well, so I said to Max that we've had someone from Yeovil. We haven't had anyone from Stevenage, unfortunately, that recognise you, even though it's a lot closer. But a lot of the fans will recognise you because the supporters that support Dereham Town obviously are quite familiar with the local football, the different leagues we've played in. We played in Stone Markets and Thetford's League and that in the past, and this year. So you're well known as a more of a local footballer, aren't you? So a bit about how you like to play the game. We know you're an attacking player. You scored against Norwich in the Senior Cup recently, and you banged quite a few goals in. So you're obviously an attacking-minded player. What would you call your ideal position?
I don't really have a set position. I'm sort of given, well, luckily, just sort of given that freedom to sort of play anywhere. I think I'm only in one position at kick-off really, and then Toast and the boys sort of give me that license to float and try and make things happen, and that's my responsibility. That's my role really. Yeah.
So, but would you're obviously quite quick, aren't you? You're quite quick covering ground. Do you prefer playing on the wing, or would you like to be in the middle,
yeah,
poaching
I think
goals?
It just sort of depends on the opposition, doesn't it, really, and what Toast wants from me. I'm comfortable to do either. Yeah. But no, just to be playing, I don't really.
So you're a good team man, both of you, aren't you?
Yeah.
So we've had a really good attacking front line this year, and especially with you've had the additions of yourself, Reese, Jordan, Buttle. And obviously we retained Charlie Clark. We've had Michael Campbell in the squad as well. So is that front line been, so two questions really, has that front line been a difficult place to get into, and do you thrive in off the competition for places?
Yeah, I think it's healthy, isn't it? Obviously when you don't play you're frustrated, aren't you? But at the same time it's healthy that you're going to get the best out of yourself and best out of each other, aren't you? And I think Toast's done a good job at bringing all them different players in. Everyone's got different qualities, and I think across the front line everyone offers what we need. Yeah. You know what I mean? But no, it's definitely been healthy this year. There's been loads of times where you're on the bench or whatever, but it's just because people are playing well, and you just got to try and fight to get back in. It's as simple as that. Yeah.
So we've had a few players across the front line who've almost sort of secured their places. Obviously, since Cam's departure, Charlie's quite settled into that sort of number 9 position. Brad playing just behind him, and I suppose is an old type 10 position. And then we got Reese and Jordan and then you and Northie as well. So it's sort of you're in that catchment of players that are competing more for places, aren't you?
Yeah. No, but like I say, it's been, you're going to get the best out of each other, and I feel like when I have been on the bench or whatever, I've had to bounce back and give a good performance, and like I say, you're getting the best out of yourself. But there's been, like I say, a few times where people had to play out of position through injuries and players missing and leaving or whatever, but I think everyone's done well this year so far.
Yeah, so and like you say, competition's good. We've spoken to, in fact, more about central midfield. We spoke to Mac and Lakey about the partnership that has evolved with them, and obviously now Mac's out the team and you're playing with Lakey a little bit more. Is that partnership with Lakey sort of evolving as you've gone on, or had you played? In fact, he was at Thetford as well. Did you know him at Thetford?
No, I weren't at Thetford with Lakey, but I think competition's healthy. Do you know what I mean? I love, I think every player should relish competition. I mean, I do. I love. So I think you get the best out of yourself when you got to be at your best all the time to keep your shirt. I think it's important. You get your best out of yourself. I think you ask more of yourself as well. Do you know what I mean? No one's place should be a guarantee. Do you know what I mean? But I think competition's healthy for a squad. Gets the best out of each other. But I mean, yeah, I enjoy playing with Lakey. I played with Mac for years at Norwich United. Brilliant lad, great player, big character. Yeah. But yeah, Lakey's really good, easy to play with. Do you know what I mean? They both understand the game, easy to play with. So yeah, it's just sat in there quite well, to be fair. And we get on, and so yeah, it helps. Yeah,
and Sweeney, you came down from step 4 to play with us at step 5. You and Northie left Galston to come here. What was your main drive to? Because obviously you've taken a step down from like Galston, Stowmarket, and other teams. What was your drive? What made you want to join Dereham Town?
I think Toasty sold it to me as obviously a really exciting project. Obviously I worked under Toast previously and loved my football there. So straight away I was attracted and wanted to come over. And just like, I think it's evident in some of the styles, the way that we play, some of the games we've moved the ball really well. And that sort of suits me as a player. Sort of the back end of last year with Galston, I got hit with an injury and I just couldn't get back from it. And they were doing well, so it was hard to get in the team. Whereas Toast sort of showed me the love and what he wanted from me, and that was what got me over.
Has it sort of has it proved to be what you expected being at Dereham Town? Have you enjoyed it as much as the sales pitch Toasty gave you?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And then obviously with the additions of a lot of the NU boys that come over, made it 10 times better as well from there. So No, I think it's been really good, and I think it's only going to keep getting better. To be fair.
Good. So, same question to you, Max. What was your drive? What made you want to join Dereham Town when you did?
Yeah, obviously, I think the facilities and the club and everything about it is a great pull. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, I've known Toasty. I've worked for Toasty for years, and I know a few of the lads, NU lads, 9, 10 of them boys, great lads. We had a good side, and I think I know a lot of the lads who are here, and I think with them and the NU boys, I do believe we can do something proper here. I really do believe that, and I don't think we'll be too far away, to be honest. Whether that's this year or next year, I think we're going to be right in and amongst it. I think we're only a couple of players, maybe a little bit away. Do you know what I mean? And we'll be right amongst it. So I think there's big things happening, special things happening. I think you can get on board and really buy into us, to what they're trying to do and what they're trying to get across to the boys. Because I know all the boys are brought into it, and it's exciting times.
Yeah, the supporters agree with you that they think, after last year and potentially the year before, where Dereham didn't necessarily meet the expectations that were given to them at the beginning of the season. Toasty and you guys have built this squad and this atmosphere that are competing well. The fans want to come here. Our attendances are going up a little bit, because they're enjoying what you guys are producing and what the guys behind the scenes are producing. The product for a day out at Dereham Town is a good one. But you both mentioned, how the dressing room feels. You know all the Norwich United guys. You obviously knew Northie and a few others. From previous interviews, the guys have said that the atmosphere in the changing room is one of the best they've felt. Would you both agree with that, Robbie? Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I'd agree. I think it's a bit of a weird one to start with. Obviously, I only knew a couple of lads from playing with them before, whereas the other lads, I've played against them for years. Yeah. And it was a bit of a change to sort of go from sort of enemy to friend, you know what I mean? But no, I think we've all took together really well, and like I say, it's been one of the best environments I've been in non-league.
It must be nice not having Andy Eastoe and Sam Watts bearing down on you for a change as
yeah,
well.
Exactly that, yeah. No, thankfully. But
having two guys like that on your side must be good.
No, definitely.
And Max, do you feel exactly the same? Like you say, you knew some of the Norwich United guys, but compared to other change rooms, without, we're not here to diss any other clubs, but compared to other change rooms, other atmospheres you've been in, how you find it?
Yeah, definitely a great change room. Great lad. Everyone's a great lad in there. All good lads, and I think when you all buy into what's going on and you're all going for the same thing, makes it a little bit easier. Do you know what I mean? We'll dig in together. You lose together, you win together. Fundamentally, it makes it a little bit more better. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, great lads, all good lads, all offer something different to the dressing room, the pitch. So moving forward, it's good. It's a good. It really is a good.
It's a positive place to be. Yeah. So when I started this season as that fan engagement lead, and we obviously had you at the beginning of the season. Very quickly, there was a couple of supporters that became massive Robbie Sweeney fans from the beginning. There's my mother-in-law, Carol. All she does, as soon as it doesn't matter who I'm talking to, what I'm doing, whether I'm sorting something out on the laptop or I'm talking to the supporters or having a drink or buying around, it doesn't matter how important what I'm doing is. My arm will be tugged. Is Robbie in the squad? Is he playing? Have you seen his car? Is he here? So you have got that sort of fan base, and Carol, she absolutely loves you. I have to remind her sometimes that I do not pick the team. I do not know where Robbie Sweeney is at 24 hours a day. But it's not just her, there are others as well. So to have had that sort of positive influence on the supporters must be nice to hear, and it's credit to you, isn't it?
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Obviously, that non-league, everyone's nice and close-knit, and that's why we come and play football.
Yeah, and for yourself as well, you've been here a shorter time, but a lot of the supporters are, they do enjoy watching you. Like we talked about how you like having the ball at your feet and how you like to sort of command the midfield a little bit, and you make yourself difficult to get past. You make yourself a difficult opponent, don't you? And a lot of the fans have warmed to that, and you've picked up some Man of the Match awards recently as well, haven't you?
Yeah, it's nice to obviously people recognise what you're trying to do and that, but obviously I'm enjoying my football, which is a massive help for me. Do you know what I mean? Enjoying my football and trying to do what I can do. But yeah, we've picked up a good couple of wins. Do you know what I mean? And we're moving forward, and it's a good place to be at the moment. But it's always nice to settle in somewhere quite quickly. So I feel like you can get really kick on the pitch and that when you feel quite comfortable and settle in. And great fans, great fan base. Always come out in numbers and that. So it's like a good home and away. Do you know what I mean? So it's good.
Well, it must be nice as well if you had, I think his name was Barry from Yeovil, Barry 50 from Yeovil, turns up and recognises you as well. So again, you've engaged in with supporters all the time, and we really like that. We really like, after the game in the bar, when you guys come and say hello to us and acknowledge us straight after the game, that initiative Toasty had where you have to come and thank the fans, and we're really happy to see you win, lose or draw. that sort of interaction with the supporters is really good, and it's something we haven't historically had at Dereham Town, but it's something that you guys have obviously bought into. So, you know, it makes people want to come back, doesn't it? If it makes people want to feel part of the club. You also might have seen in the news recently that Dereham Town is changing its model coming up. So we obviously had Grant Holt playing. Who's going to be taking a role within the club, playing and off the pitch. Have you heard much about that model, or have you got any thoughts on it? Or?
I think it's been no secret. Obviously, it's been a bit of a tough gig of late, but with the takeover, I think the club's obviously going in the right direction, and there's probably no one better or more experienced, more knowledgeable than the people that have come in. Do you know what I mean? So that's definitely really exciting, and I'm looking forward to being a part of that journey.
And on top of that as well, it must be nice knowing that the club is forward focused and forward thinking, and we want to carry on playing football here, don't we? That's what we want.
Yeah, definitely. It's nice, steady the ship and kind of get everyone on board, and then kind of push forward when and can. And if you can get help from outside, on the pitch, off the pitch, and you all move in the right direction, I think that's what everyone here wants. Do you know what I mean? So we can help push on as a football club.
Yeah, and you guys are obviously playing a massive part in that as well. We know that, and I know that one of the clubs you play for in the Stowmarket, or both at Stowmarket, they're having a bit of a trouble at the moment, and we obviously as a wider non-league community, we don't like to see that, but it must be nice sitting here today knowing that that Dereham Town are doing everything they can to make sure that football is constantly being played here.
Yeah, well, that's it, and I think it could have gone one or two ways, and obviously Dereham's took the right approach, and they're on the up. And also, it's not nice to see the positions other clubs are in, Stowe in particular, but thankfully that won't happen here.
Yeah, well, carry on playing good football, carry on being well led. Toasty's snuck in the background now, and carry on playing good technical football that you guys are playing. So before we go on to Toasty's text me a couple of questions he wants you to answer, and then we'll go on to the quiz afterwards. But before that, is there anything, Robbie first, any message you want to give to the supporters? Maybe particularly Carol. Yeah.
No, I think it's sort of a message to everyone to just stick behind us. This year we're a completely new team, and I think we're definitely on the up, and stick behind us, ready for a big push again next season. But no, the support's been unreal all season.
Yeah, Max.
Yeah, no, just be patient, because we're moving in the right direction, and big things are coming, and I don't think we're going to be far away. So there's good things coming. So just stick with us.
Good positive message from both of the players there. So this is the bit that everyone dreads. Toasty sent me a couple of WhatsApp messages while we've been sat here, which is your questions. Before we started, I've never seen two more nervous players when Toasty was pacing around here telling them how nervous they had to be and all that. But looking at it, I'm just going to do them in the order they've arrived in. You certainly haven't got as much to worry about as Jordan Buttle did. Right. Right. Okay, so Sweeney, and it's the first time you spelt a player's name correctly, so well done there, Toast. Right, Sweeney, tell me your best memories of the Borberg King's Head.
Oh, God. Yeah. No,
Is there any background to that? I have no idea.
No, I can't go into it too much, not on camera.
Okay, right. So do you want to leave that as a no comment then?
Yeah, no.
Okay, fair enough. Max, so I'm learning something about you here, as I always have to proofread Toasty's messages. Max, you're a well-known barber in Thetford. Oh, you're a barber, eh?
Yes.
Oh, very good. You're a well-known barber in Thetford, but can you explain why your pigtails are at different lengths on each side?
Sometimes you've got to work with what you got in it. Yeah. That's the trouble. But there's a lot of people out there die for a barnet like this. So you got to work, and I know Watto's one of them. So yeah.
But you can't cut your own hair, can you?
Well, there you go. Look.
There you go. Not even the best barber in the world can see at the back of his head, can he?
There you go.
There you go. All right. So you'll be relieved. That's the end of the questions from the supporters and from Toasty.
Nice.
You are the most relieved person I've ever seen in any of these interviews, but
he's got a lot on me.
Just say that no comment can't be an option.
Well, you can't, no, because it's recorded now. All right, so we'll move on to the quiz. You've both seen how this works. You'll both pick an envelope, and then we'll do Robbie first, then Max, and I'll time you 30 seconds to see how many answers you can get.
Nice.
There you go. Just pick one. Don't open it yet. Just hold on to that.
Sorry.
Okay. I'll set up 30 seconds, so you'll have 30 seconds. Do you know who's winning on the quiz so far?
Couldn't tell you.
It's Pitcher, I believe. He got 14 or 15, and Toasty, you were one behind it. With Geordie, we had a look, and you doubled an answer up once, so, you know. Never mind. Yeah, mate. Right, so what is your football knowledge like?
Find out in a minute. I don't really know.
All right, we will.
Very non-committal today.
It is very non-committal. It is one. I've just read the subject. What year were you born in?
96.
Oh.
Can I get a new one?
No. Right. So, Robbie Sweeney will have 30 seconds to tell us what teams played in Italia 90. I'll give you a clue.
Really?
You're not answering these. Well, I'll give you a clue that
What do you mean Italian?
yeah, some of the countries aren't actually countries anymore. So you've got to use the old country's name.
Oh, right, okay.
All right, okay.
Jeez.
So, are you ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. You should get one straight away because they were the host and Max has
Max
literally just
been
shouted it
there.
out.
Cheers, mate. I'll
me
get
a
one
start.
then.
We
Yeah,
have
nice.
people messed them up for example.
Yeah.
Give me a start.
Yeah. Buttle, we asked Buttle the Japan-South Korea World Cup and he didn't get Japan or South Korea. So. Right, so...
That surprised me.
Right. So, Robbie Sweeney, Italia 90, 3, 2, 1, go.
I'll go Italy,
Yep,
England,
yep,
France,
no,
Argentina,
yep,
Belgium,
yep.
West Germany.
West Germany, correct, yeah.
We'll go Japan.
Nope.
South Korea.
Yep.
I think the big names. Mine's gone blank. Oh, mate. China.
Nope.
Oh my word.
3 seconds left.
Brazil.
Yeah, just in time. So you got 7 there.
Jeez.
That's pretty good. Not a lot of people get that many. That's sort of playoff sort of level.
Yeah, I'll take it. And that's all right.
Yeah, I'll
It's
read them out
embarrassing.
for you just so you know. Spain, Belgium you got, Uruguay, South Korea you got, England you got, Republic of Ireland, Netherlands and Egypt are in that group. Italy, you got Czechoslovakia, it's not a country anymore, Austria, USA, Cameroon, Romania, Argentina, USSR, Brazil, Costa Rica, Scotland, Sweden, West Germany you got, Yugoslavia, Colombia and the UAE.
Yeah, that's all right. I would have got hardly any of them too.
Pretty tough. And now Thetford's greatest barber.
We'll go that far.
Everyone needs something to aspire to. Yeah. All right. Okay, this is more modern. This question was written about 3 weeks ago, so bear that in mind, all right? You know, I gave you an example of the top 20 FIFA teams. You're going to have 30 seconds to give me as many of the bottom 20 FIFA ranked teams nationally. Just European, out of the European. Yeah. So you haven't got to do like American Samoa. The bottom 20 European ranked teams in the FIFA rankings. Okay.
Ukraine. Are you starting, yeah?
Not yet, mate. No. And that's incorrect. So
Yeah, good.
there's an easy
Get that one
start.
out of the way.
All right. Ready to go? Okay.
Let's see.
30 seconds. Max Melanson on the worst teams in Europe. 3, 2, 1, go.
San Marino.
Yeah.
Is it Kosovo?
Kosovo. Not in it. Yes, they are. That's 2. Yeah.
Poland?
No. They're pretty good.
Czech Republic?
No. That's halfway.
It's tough, mate.
I don't know, what's your European?
10 seconds to go. Just name small countries.
Malta.
Yes. That's 3. 1 more, you don't come last. 2.
Mate,
What?
dumb.
Wait, that's right.
I don't even watch European football, I couldn't even tell you, mate.
That is a tough one. Maybe we should have done the worst Asian teams or something,
Yeah.
or South American teams.
I
or
have
something.
no idea, honestly. You would have. I have no idea.
I'll read them out. San Marino got Liechtenstein, Gibraltar, Malta got Moldova, Andorra, Lithuania, Latvia, Faroe Islands, Cyprus, Estonia, Kosovo got Belarus, Kazakhstan, Armenia, Luxembourg, Georgia, Bulgaria, Northern Ireland, and Israel.
Cheers.
Cool. Yeah, decent.
Was pretty tough though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But well done. And like I said to everyone and you guys at the beginning, thanks very much for giving up your time for doing this. Robbie, it's been a pleasure.
Pleasure.
Thank you very
mate.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much. mate.
Thanks very
Thank you.
much.
Cheers.
Cheers.